It's time for the biggest game in Macclesfield's history since the Phoenix club rose from the ashes. We welcome Premier League Aston Villa to the Leeson.com Stadium for the FA Cup 4th round. Hello and welcome back to some more Football Manager 2026 and another part of the Journeyman with Macclesfield. Today we have got the biggest match of the series so far in the FA Cup against Aston Villa before we take on Truro City in the league. Since you were last with me, things have gone pretty well, to be honest. We did lose against Barrow, which was disappointing, but then we drew 2-2 against Yeovil Town in the league. Birkenhead and Michael Parker scoring there. We hammered Southend 7-1. George Pratt scoring. Birkenhead with 4 goals there. Mylona and Luca Fletcher also on the score sheet. We then beat Yeovil Town 4-3 away from home. Birkenhead with a hat-trick. Paco Alsatian scoring his first goal for the club. We then beat Morecambe 3-2. Birkenhead with a goal and Luca Fletcher getting 2 there. We then beat York City 4-1 with Damani Mella, Birkenhead, Danny Elliott and Elliot Lee scoring. And most recently, we beat Forest Green Rovers 3-0 with Elliot Lee, Danny Elliott and Paco Alsatian all scoring there, meaning that we are still absolutely dominating. With 15 games to go, we are 12 points clear of Kidderminster Harriers, who are giving us a good run for their money. It's fair to say we're 20 points clear of third place Yeovil Town. But it's looking very, very good for back-to-back promotions. We are still keeping an eye out for any job opportunities that might come up. I feel like that is perhaps the only way that we'll end up getting progression in terms of our coaching badges, is if we end up leaving the club. And that is a shame, but I feel like that is the way it is, unfortunately. We've not managed to make any signings. We are struggling on that behalf, but the squad are doing so well as it is. We are excited to see how the rest of the season goes, but we are taking on Aston Villa in the FA Cup. We've got a couple of suspensions and an injury to Michael Parker to deal with. Osborne and Townsend both suspended for this FA Cup match, so that is a shame. But this is the 11 that we're going to send out there. Vicente Reyes will start in goal with Josh Clark on the right, Rob Hunt on the left, Upson and Pratt in the middle of defence. Josh Kay will hold the midfield with Damani Mella, Elliot Lee and Michael Mylona starting behind Birkenhead and Danny Elliott up top. We are welcoming this wonderful Aston Villa side, who are towards the top of the Premier League. They were 3rd the last time we looked. It's going to be incredibly difficult, but we will try and give them a run for their money. They're playing a strong side. It's going to be tough, isn't it? It is going to be tough, but we will give it our absolute best shot. So let's just say we're doing well. Let's give Aston Villa a run for their money. And here they come then. Aston Villa are going to come out onto the pitch. Look at that. I mean, wow, what a team that we are taking on. Premier League Aston Villa. Unai Emery versus Joe Hannard at the Leeson.com Stadium for a place in the 5th round and the last 32 of the FA Cup. It's time. Here we go. Josh Kay with a long ball forward straight away. We will probably get 1 or 2 chances today. It is absolutely crucial that we take them, but we could get absolutely hammered, and it's a shame that we can't play our absolute strongest 11 in this one. There's a shot, it hits the post and it is away. But we are going to try and play our normal way. We've been pretty awesome in the league recently, so I'm expecting more of the same from us today. In the FA Cup, we're also through the quarter-final of the FA Trophy, so you know, we are still on for a treble this season. Oh, dear me. Right, here's Maatsen on the ball. Maatsen still going. It is cleared away. Aston Villa definitely showing their quality early on, running rings round us, and Yuri Tielemans hits the crossbar. So 10 minutes in, we are just about holding on. Oh, and Ermik has been fouled. I don't know who can take a free kick from this range. Is that Rob Hunt? Hopefully he'll just cross this. No, he went for glory, and it didn't go very well, did it? But 10 minutes gone, and well, we're not behind yet. I feel like it could be set plays where we are caught out. It's going to be Ian Maatsen into the middle, header over the bar from Pau Torres. Ooh, yeah. We will continue to push hard here. Try and hang on. 20 minutes into the game, and again we're hanging on. We did give everybody 2 days rest this week to make sure that we had as much fitness as possible. Now what we don't want to do is concede silly goals. We don't need that. Josh Clark tripped up, but yeah, corner to Aston Villa. But it's all Aston Villa at the moment, isn't it? And they've got a free kick here. Yuri Tielemans with another set play into the middle, headed away. Oh, it's a penalty, Jeff. And that is what I mean by silly, silly goals to concede. Vicente Reyes is in goal. Can he do what he did against QPR? No, he can't. Yuri Tielemans puts Aston Villa 1-0 up in this tie. And it's a shame, isn't it? You know, to go 1-0 down to a penalty. It's not how you want to go out of the FA Cup. It's not how you want to lose against a Premier League side. But you know what? We're staying compact. We're trying our best to impose our own game on Aston Villa. Here's Tielemans, gets it to Young now. Young into the middle, 2-0. And Guessond scores there. And I feel like that is it. I don't think we're going to get 3 goals against Aston Villa, but we're going to go attacking. We might as well go down with a fight. Try and get some goals. It's away by Josh Clark. Damani Mella runs onto it. He's got it here. Damani Mella still going. Gets it to Josh Kay. Here's Danny Elliott. Good ball out towards Josh Clark. This could be a chance for us. Into the middle it goes. Danny Elliott now. Danny Elliott into the middle. Damani Mella. Yes, it's in. Elliott Lee has scored. It's 2-1. Damani Mella almost was the man that scored. Elliott Lee was the man that scored, and Danny Elliott, well, what a cross that is into the middle. Damani Mella was there, got above everybody else. It was a decent save, but Elliott Lee was there for the rebound, and well, he gets us back into it just before half-time. Good to see. Come on. Come on, boys. Let's not concede another goal just before half-time. It is another corner. It's going to be Ian Maatsen who whips it in. Header, and it is. There you go, Pau Torres. It was a good save from Vicente Reyes, but it is 3-1 at half-time now. We don't want to watch that again. Yeah, I think we have to maybe make some changes. What's going on? It's one of the worst first halves I've ever seen. Who isn't playing well? Yeah, Damani Mella really isn't having a good game. We'll bring Tom Ince on for him. Mylona can come off for Mazzara. And Ermik, the man in form. We're going to bring on Paco Alsatias for him. So we've made 3 substitutions at half-time to just try and throw our final hand at it. 50 minutes gone. Yeah. Premier League Aston Villa. I mean, we're not disgracing ourselves. We really aren't. You know, we got a goal. We're defending quite valiantly. They're not absolutely hammering us. They've just had that extra quality in front of goal. And you have to say, the penalty, you know, gave them that 1-0 lead. Other than that, it's been fairly even. So here's Ian Matson then. Gets it to Adil, I think. Is that his name? Or Adley, is it? Oh, Danny Elliott's got a chance here. Danny Elliott in behind the defence. Oh, he bottled it. He bottled it. Wow. He saw his name in the headlines. He saw stardom. But he missed in the end. I think Danny Elliott is going to come off. He's looking quite tired out there. Luca Fletcher is going to come on to replace him. Tom Ince. It's been awful, so we're going to put Balogun on that right-hand side. Hasn't had a lot of time to play this season, Balogun. So we'll see what he's got here. Adley with the shot. Good save from Vicente Reyes. And it's been a good day out for the Macclesfield faithful, seeing Premier League football at their stadium. But I don't think we're going to get any more glory today. Here's Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey still going. Oh, wow. Good save. Good save. But he did run rings round us there, didn't he? So 89 minutes gone. It would be nice to have a final counter-attack going here. Simicas, Balogun, intercepts it. Come on, boys. Over the top it goes. Here's Elliot Lee. Finds Paco Alsacia. Alsacia finds Luca Fletcher. Oh! Wow, we've had two huge chances. If they'd gone in, this match could have been different. We didn't disgrace ourselves, but our FA Cup journey is over. Aston Villa 3, Macclesfield 1, but we did ourselves proud, and I think that's all we could ask for today. But we are out of the FA Cup. We will get some decent money from that FA Cup run, and yeah, underdogs pushed aside as Aston Villa power to victory. It was on the telly as well, which is really nice. But yeah, we've now got to get our mind back in the game and get back to play Truro City. Okay, here we are then for the second match of the episode against Truro City. Quite a few changes to tell you about, so I'll just run you through the starting 11. We've got Reyes starting goal with Hunt at right back, Upson and Pratt in the middle, and Townsend back at left back. Osborne holds the midfield with Mella, Lee and Milona starting behind Ermic and Danny Elliott up top. So let's get ourselves into it then. It should be a reasonably straightforward result, I would suggest, against Truro City, the way we've been playing. You know, we certainly didn't disgrace ourselves against the Villa. And yeah, if we can get 3 more points on the board here, you know, it's starting to look a bit of a foregone conclusion that we are going to be league champions this year. If we win today, we go 14 points clear at the top, which is huge with just 14 games to go. So yeah, big one today, and hopefully we will get over the line. And yeah, it's starting to get very real. Macclesfield are going to be back in the Football League this iteration of the club for the first ever time. And that is absolutely amazing, isn't it? That we've managed to do that within 3 seasons. If we do go on and finish the job, which is what we're expecting will happen. Here's Danny Elliott, and he's been a big reason why we have had that surge through the leagues. That is a terrific finish from Danny Elliott. George Pratt once again with a lovely ball over the top. Danny Elliott controls it nicely, gets into the area. I think it was deflected. It was, but it doesn't matter. It13 into the back of the net. It's 1-0 to the Macclesfield, and that is exactly what we wanted. And as you can see, 13 points clear. I'm assuming Kidderminster must be playing, so yeah, we'll be 11 points clear, but we've still got a game in hand, and that's if Kidderminster win. If Kidderminster don't win, you know, or heaven forbid they lose, we'll be 14 points clear with a game in hand. So yeah, it's looking very, very good for us, isn't it, to get this all signed, sealed and delivered. Here's Mella, gets it towards Upson forward. Danny Elliott doesn't bother chasing. Mylona collects. Here's Townsend, gets it to Pratt. Pratt over the top. Birkenirma gets it to Elliott Lee. That's over the top to Danny Elliott. It's 2, and he looks like he's in the mood today. Absolutely brilliant from him. And as it says at the bottom, scintillating stuff from Macclesfield. And Elliott Lee, he has been a big part of that improvement. Since we moved him into that sort of attacking midfield role, he has been absolutely awesome. And well, it's 2-0. Into the middle it goes. Birkenirmick was there, couldn't do anything with it. Here's Elliott Lee now pushing forward himself, and it forces a good save from the goalkeeper. It goes for a throw in, but it remains 2-0 for now. And yeah, as I say, we are getting towards the point where it is a foregone conclusion, and you know, so we can hopefully throw some resources behind the National League trophy, or the FA trophy as it's called. Townsend forward, Danny Elliott for his hat-trick. Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it? Townsend over the top, Elliott with the finish, and within 40 minutes he's got his hat-trick in this match, and there's probably more to come, to be honest, the way he's playing. First time effort into the back of the net. That was brilliant, wasn't it? 3-0, and Danny Elliott with the lot. Lovely, lovely performance so far. And then we go half-time then, and it is 3-0. And yeah, think about making some substitutions. We absolutely don't need to. We are just going to keep going the way we are. And Kidderminster currently drawing their match at the moment, so it's going to be another 2 points gained on them if things remain how they are. Rob Hunt forward. Here's Birkenirmick into the middle. Oh, Danny Elliott is human. I don't know how he's missed that, but it's funny, isn't it? Soon as they hit 3 goals in Football Manager, they do tend to drop off in terms of performance a little bit, but we're going to keep him on. Hope that he can disprove that theory and go and get 4 or 5. Here's Mella, whips it into the middle. Danny Elliott was at the back post, didn't get to it though, and here's Mylona. He makes it 4-0. Wow, this is efficient work, isn't it? We have done a very, very efficient job of Truro City here. And Ben Osborne with the ball forward. Michael Malona makes 1 touch and then rolls it into the corner. He's scored a fair few goals this season. What an important player he has been. And, you know, if we were planning on staying here a long time, I would be trying to throw a lot of resources behind signing Birkenirmick and Mylona, because I think they are guys that can go through the league. Speaking of which, Birkenirmick, very unlucky there not to get his goal that he definitely deserves, the way he's been playing. Obviously had 2 hat-tricks in a row, didn't he? He's just been such an important player for us. And here's Marsh, gets it to Harvey. Campbell over the bar. So still 4-0. Still pushing on. Only 56 minutes have gone here. This could be a cricket score, couldn't it? Here's Phillips. Phillips gets it forward to Marsh. Well, really ought to have scored there. Here's Birkenhermic. He's lost it now. And Truro just having their best spell of the game. They're down in 17th at the minute. Yeah, very interesting, isn't it? Southend up in 3rd, the team that we ummed and ahed about applying for in the summer. Having a great season as well. And Kidderminster Harriers up there. So can't get over that. Here's Elliott. Gets it to Townsend now. Townsend still going. This is a good run from him. That's forward to Danny Elliott. Birkenhermic's there, and he should have probably put it into the back of the net. I think it's maybe time to get Danny Elliott his standing ovation. We'll get Luca Fletcher on the pitch as well. Damani Mellor not had the best of games today, so we'll get the club captain, Tom Ince, on for him. And Ben Osborne can come off, and we're going to put on a youngster, Keane Williams-Howell, who is doing very, very nicely in the youth team at the moment. He's going to come in. I'm going to give him 35 minutes to see what he's about. It would be very nice to see one of our youth players come through the system and get some regular football in this last quarter of the season. Yes, at Low Everton, he whips it in. Header over the bar from Harvey there. Tyler Harvey with the header. Still remains 4-0 right now. And, well, still pushing on. I'm trying to get a 5th. Be nice if we can get Alsatia another goal. No, we're paying him a lot of money. He hasn't really contributed a lot. I'm going to try and claim... Well, I mean, that was amazing from Mylona again, by the way. I'm going to claim that it's the experience of Paco Alsacia that's really helped us. But, yeah, he's not really added a lot on the pitch. I did think he would tear up the National League. Hasn't happened. But Mylona, brilliant finish once again. 2nd goal of the game for him, and he's on a hat-trick now. And, well, he would absolutely deserve a hat-trick, wouldn't he? But, well, it looks like we have absolutely blown them away. 5-0 in the end, and Kidderminster Harriers did lose their match, so that is a huge, huge moment in the title race. They've lost... Who've they lost to? 5-1 to Rochdale. Wow, that's a big defeat as well, isn't it, for them? Bruno Fernandes scoring in that match. Yeah, wow, that's a big one, isn't it? And yeah, with the game in hand, 14 points clear. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. And yeah, it leaves us in a great position now. Danny Elliott is set to get a goal bonus. I mean, is he top scorer? Surely he's got to be right up there, hasn't he? He's not, though. I mean, he must be close to most goals. Can we get that on attacking goals? Yeah, he is 2nd, so he's 1 goal behind Dan Chemerzi. Or Chemeziri. Yeah, so we have to try and get Danny Elliott that. Birkenhermic's up there as well. He's 3rd. So we've got 2 in contention for top goal scorer. And I would imagine, Luca Fletcher's up there as well. 8 goals for him. Michael Malone, 7. Okay, interesting. Surely clean sheets. We are top, I would imagine. Is it going to be goalkeeping clean sheets? Okay, so Michael Dyke and Vicente Reyes both have 14 clean sheets so far this season. So we'll keep an eye on that as we head throughout the season. But I think we will just sort of play on now until we have a chance of winning the title or the FA Trophy final comes. I mean, we might not even get to the final of the FA Trophy. I don't see any point in doing every little step of that journey. It would be great to win that trophy. But ultimately, we're keeping an eye on the National League. I'll also be keeping an eye on managerial vacancies. At the moment, there's not a lot round and about unless we wanted to move abroad. I mean, the likes of Barnsley could be an interesting one if they came a call in, or Stevenage. You know, can we keep them in the league? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And obviously, I'll catch up with you guys as soon as something happens. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.